On today's episode of the Bolt Crew podcast, the Los Angeles Chargers plan to rest their starters on Sunday against the Broncos. Are you still watching? We'll tell you what we think. Also, we break down the Chargers' first-round playoff matchup. How far can this team really go? We're going to discuss that on the show, and we're going to pick this weekend's games and answer your questions and comments as well. It all starts right now on the Bolt Crew podcast.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the Bolt Crew, and we always win it. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the Bolt Crew, best up in the business. It's the Bolt Crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbo down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Bolt Crew podcast on a Friday. Dave, Josh, Mario talking with you for at least the next 45 minutes or so. It seems like the show's run a little bit longer, but we're getting ready for the final regular season game as the Chargers travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Right now, the Chargers are undefeated inside the AFC West. If someone told you that before the season began, you'd say, I'd take it. It also means we're going to win this division. We aren't winning the division because we couldn't handle our business against teams like the Commanders and the Giants, and you scratch your head and go, how the hell did that happen? Other teams fall on the sword too once in a while, and that's what the Chargers happen to do here. So here's the deal, though, guys, with the game against the Broncos, because really it's not the game that we're all excited about. It's the one that's going to happen in a couple weeks. It's the one where the Chargers make it to the playoffs and they're back in the postseason where, you know, the old saying by A.J. Smith, anything can happen. You just got to get into the dance. For the Chargers, this is a game about staying healthy, getting healthier for the guys who aren't going to play. But Josh, as a football fan, knowing that you aren't supposed to see Justin Herbert and some of your other favorite players, are you still going to watch?
Yes, I'm going to watch. And I know I'm a little bit under the weather, so I apologize for my voice. But, of course, I'm going to watch. These are still Chargers. It's still my favorite team. And I want to see what Trey Lance has. I think all Charger fans want to look at Trey Lance and say, is this the quarterback that we can trade and maybe get some get a draft pick, or is this somebody that can help us if Justin Herbert gets hurt down the line? I'm very curious to see what he has. I don't want to see any of the players that have any type of injury playing this game, and I don't think they will, Mario. But there are a few players like Trey Lance and Andre James and other players that really haven't had their chance to show what they can do.
You know, even though you sound sick, can I say you're kind of glowing right now? You got a little tan going, Josh, from the little sun. It's kind of that's nice.
I appreciate it. I got a new skin routine starting 2026, so I'm excited. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. You're going to need that after IU put that whooping on you guys.
I knew it. That's what he was saying.
Okay.
God dang it. He wasn't saying anything that you looked tan for any reason except he knew that you got some sun outside the Rose Bowl. You know, that's exactly what goes on. If we're going to sit there and go this way and choose violence on the first show of 2026, we can go that route. I'm still fired up from yesterday. Damn it.
No, you do look tanner. You do look tanner, but I had to mention the Indiana Hoosiers aspect. Yep, there it is. All righty. But yeah, I'm watching Sunday. I mean, it's football, you know. You only get 18 weeks of the regular season. You gotta eat up every single second of it. Trey Lance is an exciting backup QB. He's not like a guy that it's gonna be awful to watch. Excited to see like the type of stuff he has. If it's an ass kicking, it's an ass kicking because Broncos are still kind of playing for something. But Dave, I'm excited to watch some football on Sunday, like I always am.
Look, here's the deal. We're going to watch, all right? You're Charger fans. Don't tell me you're going to go, it's a good day to make a Costco run or to sit there and get my affairs in order as I get ready for 2026. Dude, you better be watching. And I'm not talking, as I say, dude, to the guys on the shows. I'm talking to every Charger fan out there. You have to be watching, okay? This is what happens. This is part of the routine. You get excited. If you don't want to watch preseason games, fine. I'll give you a pass on those. But if you want to sit there and say that you're missing games, you're missing game week 1, week 5, week 9, dude, I don't consider you a real fan. I'm talking about the people that are following this show, that follow this team. It affects your mood on Monday morning when you wake up and go to my team win or lose yesterday. And that's what we're talking about. You can't sit there and say you aren't going to watch the last game of the season. Doesn't matter. There's a Charger game going on. Guys are wearing Charger uniforms. And you're sitting, you follow the team all the way through until the season's over. When hopefully when the season's over, one of these years, we're holding the Lombardi trophy. But right now, anyone who sits there and says, I'm going to a kid's birthday party because I owe it to my wife. Okay. You aren't a true fan. I got a lot of words for you, man, but not the person I want to hang out with. I want guys who are all in on this team all the time. And especially when your team's a playoff team, give me a break. If you're a team like that follows the Saints or one of these crappy team Titans, dude, you guys can say you're out all along. But still, I expect you as a football fan to follow the other games that matter. Follow your team. Don't give up on your team. Be there all the way through.
Yeah, that was going to be my point as well. Like, you need to watch the Chargers because you're a Charger fan. You also should be watching the teams around the league because it's the last week of the regular season and you want to see what the other playoff teams have. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but whenever the Bills are on or the Patriots are on or the Broncos, I'm always trying to watch the other AFC playoff teams to see how they stack up to the Chargers. So I'm absolutely going to be watching this game. I'm going to be watching the other teams as well. Is there anything in this game against the Broncos, Mario, that you're looking at, like, specifically, or are you just going to watch the game just like every other game?
I think I'm just gonna watch the game like every regular game. Like you said, a lot of guys are out. It was just reported that Hampton's gonna be out for this one as well. Just enjoy it. I'm curious to see what the Broncos, how they just kind of show up for it. If they show up flat, if it's they just hit the ground running right away, just kind of pound us into the dirt. That's the kind of thing I'm curious, I guess, going into this one. What fascinates me the most, Dave, is the games that have a lot of playoff implications. Like Saturday, Panthers, Bucks, obviously winner takes the NFC South crown. The Niners, Seahawks takes the NFC West crown and possibly the 1 seed. So that just Saturday slate has me fascinated about the different outcomes that could happen.
Yeah, and of course, then also, on Sunday, you're going to find out with the Ravens and the Steelers, the last game of the Sunday schedule. There's things to watch in the NFL. For the Chargers, I mean, anyone who's ever played football, and look, the three of us didn't play in the NFL. Okay, got it. But I'll say this: you heard this from the time you put on pads for the first time. Every coach always told you, if you don't go 100%, you're going to get hurt. Like, this is a situation where we try and keep our guys healthy. At the same time, we can't afford a guys get banged up and get hurt either as you get ready for the postseason. You never know when an injury is going to happen. So if Nick's man up is a guy that you're counting on that happens to get hurt against the Broncos, that would stink. So you want these guys to say, man, I'm who are dressing. Look, they don't have another 53 guys in the back. So it's not the guys you're going to see on Sunday aren't completely guys that you haven't seen before. But here's the deal. You got to make sure you leave basically Denver healthy so you're ready for the postseason. What I expect to see, Josh, is I think we're all going to be sitting there watching Trey Lance because, it's always fascinating to see what a backup quarterback can do at any single level. No one's ever thinks Trey Lance is better than Justin Herbert. I don't know anyone that's seriously said the entire year they got a bench number 10 for number 5. That just sounds ridiculous. Man, Trey Lance, I think in one game, no matter what happens against the Broncos, I don't know if he becomes trade bait. I almost think, Trey Lance is damaged goods, meaning that the value on Trey Lance isn't there. When you've been with this many teams and you haven't stepped up to be the player that people thought you could be when you were drafted so high, that you've been with the Niners, you've been with the Cowboys, you've been with the Chargers now. That's 3 teams. No one's going to sit there and give you something good. Mac Jones has more value than Trey Lance on the trade market. He does.
So, yeah, and so does Malik Willis. So, those are two guys that were high draft picks that proved themselves this year as possible starters next season. I mean, the Raiders, why would you not go get Mac Jones, right? He's right there. I think Trey Lance, if he plays really well in this game against one of the top defenses in the NFL, he can prove his worth. Another reason why is because there's really no running back for the Chargers in this game unless somebody that's questionable plays. So Chris Rim, who covers the Chargers, he just put this tweet out. Omari Hampton will not be playing in this game. Nico Reed will not be playing as well. Jamari Sawyer is doubtful. Elijah Molden is doubtful as well. Questionable is Bradley Bozeman. Is he actually questionable? Are we just going to see Andre James in this game? I think we're just going to see Andre James. Hassan Haskins is questionable. RJ Mickens is questionable. Benjamin St. Juste is questionable. Kamani Vidal is questionable. That's 3 running backs on the injury report, Mario. The only other running back that is not listed as out or questionable is Jarrett Patterson. So it's not like Trey Lance even has a running back with him that's capable of taking the defense by storm. It's really just going to be the Trey Lance show.
If I'm him, I'm excited about that, right? Like you were this high draft pick. You've came to this point in your career where you're look like a career backup. You get to show your stuff against a very, very good defense in Denver Broncos. I'd be excited for the opportunity. you are a running quarterback, so he could run for like 50 rushing yards. He could be the leading rusher of the day. It's a big chance for him to kind of step up. Big chance to kind of, there's always open QB spots. If you want to be a bridge QB, and what if you play really well and land like a Geno Smith type of situation? Well, if you play really well and end up being a Sam Darnold type of situation or Baker, there's a route for him to do that. He's still very, very young. So hopefully he takes advantage of the opportunity. Hopefully he comes out and plays very well and plays good football. I'm just looking for, like you said, there's no way you can bring on a fresh 53-man roster that can just go out there and play. There's going to be guys in there that are going to get reps in a playoff game. Just stay healthy, play hard, stay healthy, and get ready for next week. Because when it's Pats, whether it's the Texans, whether it's the Jags, we're going to have a work cut out for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So Denver still has something to play for. Denver wants this win. It's funny, Josh, yesterday as we were driving up to Los Angeles, was in a Twitter argument with someone who's saying Bo Nix is better than Justin Herbert. It's not one of those games, if you're a Bronco fan, where you're going to sit there and say, see, look how great Bo Nix is. Justin Herbert's not playing, okay? Here's the deal. There's a very good chance we could see the Broncos again later on in the playoffs, right? I mean, anyone that's in the playoffs is a possible matchup. You could see the Broncos again. So you kind of wonder, it sounds crazy as hell what I'm about to say. Is there a more vanilla offense we could possibly throw out there? I mean, are we going to go like we already thought we were vanilla? Are we going super vanilla against the Broncos? What's the plan?
It has to be super vanilla. I don't know why you would show anything that you could use in the playoffs or to help you win down the line against the Broncos this weekend. To me, the Chargers are going to lose this game. I don't know why anybody would think the Chargers would even try to win this game. They're not playing some of their top players. So I don't know why anybody would bet on the Chargers in this game. Mario, do you think the Chargers will even keep it close in this game?
No. If they win this game or keep it close, and that should send a warning sign to everyone that Denver is not legit, and Denver has a lot of issues on that team. And we've seen them recently where they haven't looked spectacular. If this is at all close, if the Chargers are in a fighting chance or in a position to win this game with the backups that are in, then the Denver Broncos are fugazi. And everyone should look at that one seed that they would get and go, you want to play them in the second round. You want to go to Mile High, it's crazy I would say, because you're facing a team that's not legit that you can take advantage of and move on to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on the Broncos. I know they're Bronco fans, and you're just saying that because it's for clicks. It's not one of those deals at all. I'm not sold on a Bronco team. When you play this many close games, you're playing with fire. Eventually, things aren't going to go your way. There's a Bronco team that's 13-3 heading into the last game of the season, and it's the weakest 13-3 I think I've ever seen in the history of watching the sport. I'm just not sold on what Denver is right now. I think if you're a Bronco fan, if you're honest with yourself, you would say the same thing. You have one true asset for Knicks to throw to, and that's Cortland Sutton. Imagine how much better the Broncos would be if they would have gone and picked up another receiver at the trade deadline, right? Look at Jacksonville. They went and got Myers from the Raiders. At the time, it didn't seem like a big deal, turned into be a pretty damn big deal. But if you went and got another weapon, and you're looking at what RJ Harvey's been doing for the Broncos as a rookie, you go, man, this team's pretty dangerous. I still don't look at Denver, to me, on the offensive side of the ball of being dangerous.
No, and I don't either. I know the Broncos are ranked around 10 on offense. To what my eyes see, they aren't that high. Their defense is what makes their team. They're third in yards allowed per game. Chargers are fourth. They're number one in the league in sacks at 64 sacks. The next closest team has 53. I mean, they've just been killing the league in sacks the whole year, and nobody gives up more sacks than the Chargers and maybe two other teams. I mean, the Chargers offensive line we know is terrible. With the injuries that we have, no Jamari Salyer in this game. It could get ugly out there. I just hope Trey Lance doesn't get hurt. I don't even know who our third string quarterback is, Mauro. Who's the guy that's backing up Trey Lance in this game? Do you know?
I actually just going to look that up right now because I can't name it off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, it's hopefully Trey Lance stays healthy, obviously, but I'd expect the Chargers to score not that many points. Also, the Denver Broncos, I don't know how many points they're going to score. It depends who the Chargers put out on the field. There's something else that I wanted to ask you about, Mario. Keenan Allen is listed as questionable for this game. I believe he's going to play because he has some incentives on the line. If he gets 9 receiving yards in this game, he gets $250,000. If he gets 6 catches, he gets $750,000. If he gets 2 touchdowns, that's an additional $250,000. I would imagine he's just going to get those 9 yards. I wouldn't put him in for more than just 9 yards. I wouldn't try to get him 6 catches. He might get hurt.
Yeah, I think they'll do the Josh Allen thing last year, right? Where they just wanted him to start the game and that he continues his record. I think they kind of do that with Keenan. It's a quick slant. It's 7 yards. Okay, do a screen pass. Okay, you got 3. Okay, that's 9. Get him off the field. He gets his incentive. Congratulations, you got it. The rest of the stuff, the touchdowns, the catches, look, you had 17 other games or 16 other games to do it. You didn't get it done. You get one of them, move on. You got the money. You made a lot of money throughout your career. After that, let's get ready for the playoffs. There's bigger things at hand right here. Get some of your payday. The other stuff, I'm sorry. You had a lot of time to do it. You didn't get it done. Here's a little bit of grace, though.
Yeah, you got to take care of that. You got to get him his bonus. Everybody would want it. I mean, that talk about bad blood getting on that plane. You just take care of it. I mean, if you're Keenan and he doesn't have it by the third quarter, you literally go up to him and go, dude, I'll give you 10% of what I make in this bonus. You got to give me the goddamn ball. I mean, this game doesn't mean anything to anybody except me. Give me the ball. And if you don't, someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah, and DJ, not going to butcher his last name, DJU, quarterback for Florida State, Clemson, Oregon State is the third string quarterback for this game. Hopefully we don't see him at all. I'd love to see Trey Lance for all 4 quarters, but I agree with you guys. You got to get him those yards. And I don't even know, Dave, if I would put him in till the third quarter. I mean, he's one of the oldest players on the team. You need him for the playoffs. I just wouldn't mess around with it.
God, our QBs are names of the past. And I love it. We don't have like a Fresno State guy. It's like, no, we have a former guy that was supposed to be like a top pick, then just sucked for a little bit. And then you have Trey Lance that, was never really lived up to what was promised. I mean, that's a good who's who. There's nothing worse than you have like, John Jones. Not John Jones. That's a UFC fighter. John Jackson. Where is he out of? Ball State. Fantastic. Welcome back to Who Cares?
No, we get a bunch of 5-star guys that underachieve is what we get.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. Here's the deal. Again, health is a big thing. So looking at the possible matchups right now, it looks like the Chargers would face the Patriots. You guys tell me what you think when you look at possible matchups you want to face in the first weekend. I do want to face the Patriots. I'm looking forward to facing the Patriots. I'm not looking forward to facing the Patriots on a Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, but I'm looking forward to facing the Patriots. I still say the Patriots aren't where they thought they were going to be, meaning what the Patriots are done has gone well beyond of their wildest dreams of what they thought could happen in Mike Vrabel's first year, Drake May's second year. And for me, I just don't think the Patriots are playoff ready compared to what the Chargers have gone through. I'll take Herbert. I'll take Harbaugh over Vrabel in May in New England, week 1 of the postseason.
It's crazy to say that, but I agree with you. Out of the teams that we could possibly face, the Patriots would be my pick as well. And the Patriots in some of these games, you'd say they might be the best team in the NFL. And Drake May might be the best player in the NFL. He might win the MVP this year. But I agree. I think the way the Patriots stack up to the Chargers matchup-wise, it would be in the Chargers' favor more than if they were to play the Jacksonville Jaguars or even play the Texans again. I think the Patriots matchup could work out well for the Chargers.
I think the funniest thing about this whole situation is if you ask a Charger fan who you want to face, they go New England Patriots without a doubt. If you ask anyone from Boston who they want to face first round, they go Los Angeles Chargers, please and thank you. So both fan bases are like, this is a very preferable matchup for us, and we think we can advance to the next round. Very curious to see what comes out of it. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The reason why I think the Pats are the best options because their pass rush doesn't come close to the Texans, doesn't come close to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And even though we'd be playing a team for a second time, and it's really hard to beat team 2 times, I want to save the embarrassment that we've had fall into these AFC South teams. I would like not to go through that again. And with New England, you saw a lot of young guys on that roster. There's another player that gets caught doing illegal things. A lot, maybe turmoil over there. That just seems like the better option. That being said, I am the idiot that wanted the Texans. I am the idiot that thought we'd beat the crap out of the Jags. So whatever I say, just go opposite. Everyone.
So, again, I think it was Mike G just wrote on the side here, Mike. He said, we beat the Patriots, we go to Denver, right? I believe that is correct. That would be the path, which I'm fine. I'm fine with taking on the Broncos again in week 2. The 2 teams in the playoff picture that are the last one to face, honestly, are the 2 teams Mario just mentioned. Jacksonville's the number 1 team I don't want to face in the postseason on the AFC side, and the Texans would be number 2. I'm not so scared of the Texans, knock on wood. Said that 2 years ago. Jacksonville, man, if I'm Jacksonville, I have all the confidence in the world of saying, bring on the Chargers. We own the Chargers.
Liam Cohen has owned the Chargers the last 2 years, and I'm not saying the Chargers can't beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I just think matchup wise, it wouldn't be great for the Chargers. I mean, Liam Cohen, look at the points he put up against them when he's with the Buccaneers last season, and then the points he put up against the Chargers this season. He has owned Jesse Minter. Um, Patriots and Chargers really don't have that much familiarity with the players on each roster right now, and I think that would be an advantage to us. Besides Drake May and Travion Henderson, is Mike Vrabel maybe the other guy you'd most be feared about because he just wins games, Mario?
Yeah, that would be it. And just the way he knows the rules is better than any other coach in the league. We saw when he did that to the Pats and Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick looked like he just stole his girlfriend. He was so upset on the sideline. That's what would worry me a lot with Mike Vrabel. But then again, like, how much of a coaching advantage does he really have over a guy like Harbaugh? You know, like, it doesn't concern me. It's not Brandon Staley versus Vrabel. We're like, okay, well, this is clearly very leaning their way. It's still, a very 50-50 matchup in terms of that.
Yeah, again, New England, I almost feel the same way about the Broncos. I mean, and the Broncos have room to get better. The Patriots have room to get better. I just think the Patriots right now shock themselves. Like, if you're a Patriots fan, you have to be thinking, man, it was great. We won all the Super Bowls, man. There's nothing like the glory days. And all of a sudden they go, the glory days are coming back. We can see it. It's right there around the corner. We know what it's like. People don't like coming to New England. It's not Tom Brady. It's not Bill Belichick. It's actually a coach that's more beloved than what Bill Belichick presented. But you play harder for him. And you're looking at a team that did the right things in the offseason, spending money on the right people, something that we complain about that maybe the Chargers didn't do. You tip your hat to an organization like that. But at the same time, I don't think this is their year. I do want the Patriots. We got to get the first playoff win. You got to get that one out of the way to show that you're taking steps in the right direction.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mario. I believe the Patriots have only beat one team so far that are in the playoff picture. Is the Buffalo Bills. And then they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Panthers. One of those teams is going to get in the playoffs. So the Patriots schedule, as everybody knows, is the weakest in the NFL. That's something also that I think is an advantage to the Chargers. For you people on the side that are saying, we want Jacksonville, we want Jacksonville. If you ask the Chargers, they want Jacksonville. How do you know that? Do you know Jim Harbaugh? Do you know the Chargers? Are you asking them that question? I'm not so sure. I mean, the Chargers have embarrassed themselves against the Jaguars 2 matchups in a row. Liam Cohen has embarrassed them 2 matchups in a row. I said it on the last show. The Chargers can beat any team in the AFC because the AFC is wide open. But for you to say the Chargers want the Jaguars, I wouldn't agree on that. I just don't think that's the way it is.
I would understand it more if, like, the game between the Jags and the Chargers was 21-20. And I was like, okay, second time around, anything can happen. It was 35-6. Like, it was an ass kicking. It was even close. I'm not saying the Chargers won't beat the Jags or can't beat them. But what I'm saying is, after that type of matchup, I'm not jumping at the bits to get revenge. I'm more like, we're going to need a little bit of luck.
Dude, all right. This sounds like the dumbest question ever posed on the show. When is the last time we even beat Jacksonville? Like, have we ever taken care of business in Jacksonville in a recent memory? Was Keenan McCardle playing for one of the teams? I mean, when the hell was the last time we beat Jacksonville? Like, we shouldn't even have any concern about Jacksonville. But here we are talking about, the Jags is all of a sudden a team out of the AFC that you're concerned about. Look, if I'm a Jags fan, I'm extremely excited about the playoffs and that maybe this is, our year to finally reach a Super Bowl kind of a deal. Look, I just think the way the path is, if you face Patriots, you face the Broncos, I like our chances of getting the AFC Championship game. And no matter who is it against, at least you can say, man, we're in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, and the 2 biggest ass kickings the Chargers have taken in the last 2 seasons have been to Liam Cohen. 23 points last year when the Buccaneers put up 40 points in SoFi. And then, as Mario just said, we just gave up 35 points to the Jaguars, lost by 29. Or is that how much the Chargers lost to the Jaguars by this year?
Yeah.
The score was 29 points, 35-6. So once again, Chargers could end up facing the Jaguars. I wouldn't be scared of the Jaguars, but I think the Patriots matchup would just be best. We got comments on the side here. I don't know if I can read them, but I'll try to, Mario. I'm losing my voice. Here we go. JLM, sorry about that. JLM $5 says, if Andre and Trevor create running lanes up the middle and are average in pass protection against the Broncos defense, they better start in the playoffs.
I kind of agree. This could be a good tryout for a lot of the backup O-line. I mean, we've seen I believe PFF did like the final end of the year stats for all the offensive line, and Chargers were 30th and below in almost every single statistic. So yeah, look, if these guys are really moving the Broncos front and if they're creating lanes, like we gotta have a serious discussion and a serious film session of what is better for this team moving forward.
Yeah, I don't think Andre James is going to start in the playoffs, even if he plays well. The coaching staff obviously is in love with Bradley Bozeman. I'm not sure why. Trevor Penning, I agree with you. I think if he plays well in this game at right guard, he should definitely be getting the start over Mekhi Becton.
Look, don't expect these guys to have outstanding games. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? If they were that good, number one, they wouldn't be on the Chargers right now. They'd be with the teams they were with when the season started. Two, the deal is the players make out the starting roster. It's like that in every sport. Everyone always thinks it's a coach's decision. It's not. It's what the guys show in practice, what they show against each other. Everyone on the Chargers knows the right guys start. Look, it just shows you how bad our offensive line is that we continue to push the same guys out there because they all stink. It's like the people that used to write this show a year ago say, when's Brendan Rice getting in to play wide receiver? Dude, he sucks. Okay? There's a reason why these guys are where they are. There's a reason why these two guys aren't resting on Sunday. These guys suck. They aren't that good. Told you when they acquired Penning, the same thing. Dude, I wanted them to be really good. They just aren't.
AK 190.
The one thing the Broncos do well? Are you guys serious?
AK 199 says, I have the Bolts winning in Denver 20-17 and facing the Jaguars.
Still banged up from New Year's Eve. I see AK. Time went on. It's new photo too. We got a broad in there. Good stuff, man. AK's got maybe a girl.
Do you say broad? Was it 1977? Who are you, Mel Sharples?
I don't even know who that is.
I know, but you dropped broad. No one says broad.
I know. I was watching. I don't even know.
It's like when people say to Mario, "I'm gonna go study abroad." He's like, "Who? Who's the girl?" He doesn't even know what the
hell. He's studying. That's kind of weird. You're studying her. I think you can just ask her on a date, big guy.
Young West, $2 says, "Do we win a playoff game this year?"
I mean, it's technically it's 50-50 if we do. Just saying that. This whole line has me really cautious of saying yes that we win a playoff game this year because that's how you win football games is you're up front. And if they, I wrote this in our rundown. If the Chargers want to make a run this year, if they want to make it to AFC Championship or the Super Bowl, the defense has to allow around or under 16 points a game, and Herbert has to average 250 passing yards a game. Those are two stats I think that have to happen in order for this thing to go, because those are the two biggest things that are going to take us to the promised land. This O-line's not going to help. They're going to hurt you, if anything. And Jesse Manter needs to be the defensive mastermind that we know that he can be.
Dude, we're winning a playoff game. All right. It's the reason why I do the damn show. I'm telling you right now. I'm all in. I mean, god dang. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I get fired up for every one of these shows, every one of these games, because we're talking Charger football to take the next step. Look, we were here through the bad years, right? We started the show when Staley was the coach. It sucked. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. It wasn't as fun as it is right now. We get excited for this, for opportunities like this. All right, it's showtime. Like when the season starts up again and, in whatever, 8 months, and we're talking about getting ready for the 2026 year. Dude, if we lose game one of the postseason, you got to go all the way through just to start over where you're really trying to get to. We're trying to get to game one of the playoffs because we got to get over the hump. They're going to win one of these. They're going to win this year. I'm telling you, they're going to win the first round. They got to. I don't think I can take it. They got to win.
Here's AK's playoff prediction, $4.99. AK playoffs prediction, wild card. Bills over Denver, Chargers over the Jaguars, Steelers over the Texans, Patriots get the 1 seed in a bye week. Herbie gets his first playoff win. Let's go.
Hope he's right.
Okay.
I hope you're right, dude. AK, hope you're right. You've had a really good year.
It might come crashing down for the kid.
Dude, save this in case he gets it all right. AK 499, divisional round and title game. Patriots over Bills, Chargers over Steelers, Chargers over Patriots in the AFC Championship, going to San Francisco for the Super Bowl. Let's go. I am ready. Dude, not only did he predict the wild card round, he predicts the next round. And the round after that.
Just keeps going.
Dude, if you get
Good.
that all right in 8K, I will send you $1,000 on Venmo. You heard it here first.
Okay, I'll
easy
send you exactly $199.
AK 199. My niece Pilar said Happy New Year, Bolt Crew. Thank you. I
Oh,
think that's
there we go.
the woman in the picture with him, from my understanding. Happy New Year.
gotcha.
Happy
Thank
New
you,
Year,
Pilar.
Paul.
Happy New Year too. What's your New Year's resolution? Subscribe to the Bulker podcast. You can do that pretty easily.
There you go.
Will the Carpenter says, question for Dave and Josh. Did you guys stay the entire Rose Bowl game?
Hell no. Hell no. Dude, here you go. Will, I'll give my point of view, and Josh can give his part. Okay, we got up early. Josh was up like all night from New Year's Eve, like slept no sleep at all. I told him we're going. It was a good sport. We leave at 8:00 in the morning, and it is pouring rain, Mario. Like it's coming down. Not like it comes down in the Midwest or in the South, like the big giant drops, but it's a lot of rain. And I'm going pretty good. I'm going about 68, 70, which is still faster than most cars on the freeway. But then you see a Tesla go zooming by us, and I'm like, that guy's going a little too fast in the rain. And then you see a couple miles down the road, there's a Tesla turned the wrong way on the freeway, crashed right in the side of the wall. You're like, idiot. Your whole day is ruined because you had to be somewhere 10 minutes faster than everybody else. And so we're worried about the rain, the weather. Everything was good. Did not one drop of rain on us. We made it up to Pasadena pretty quick. Getting to the parking spot, the garage and stuff. We did off site to take a shuttle in because it would be easier in and out. We were told we do that. Everything is going okay. We park, no problem. Then you got the guys. This is not a rant, but you guys got the guys with the big giant signs. When I say giant signs, I'm like 40 feet high with different Bible verses and telling you about Jesus, and they're just guys screaming into a megaphone. Then you take another 30 feet, there's another guy, then there's another guy, and it's just like, good God. It was like this when I was in Las Vegas too. And my favorite line was the guy screamed at us, "You aren't getting any younger, you aren't getting any prettier, but you're going to hell."
Oh, that's good stuff.
That was a good one. I was told Josh, I was thinking about going in for the game, but now I think I'm just going to stay here and listen to these guys the rest of the afternoon. It's insane, dude. It's insane to be a prisoner to get preached at like that. It's crazy. So we go through, we go in. It's wet, but we aren't getting rained on. Your shoes all get muddy, everything else, no big deal. Josh and there are a ton of Indiana fans, like 90%, I'd say. It felt like if it was an Indiana home game, maybe 10% Alabama fans, visiting fans come, Mario, to the game.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Colors were pretty similar. So on TV, you probably couldn't tell which team was which. But Indiana fans said to me, "Man, you feel outnumbered." And I was like, dude, no offense, but, trying to win the 19th championship is the toughest. I mean, you guys haven't won jack. Last time you guys were in this game, O.J. Simpson was playing. Calm down, And we go through, things aren't going our way. Look, we expected Indiana to win. We didn't expect it to look like that. We leave halfway through the third quarter, said, "Hey, man, got to use the restroom before we try and sit in the shuttle, sit in traffic." Going to use the restroom, washing my hands. Some guy in an Indiana sweatshirt just comes, screams around my face, "F you and F Alabama," just yells. And I remember you said these Indiana fans are chirpy. And I was like, dude, are we just going to pretend Jared Fogle didn't go to Indiana? Like, I mean, we're going to throw alums out there. We got Joe Namath and Ken Stabler, and we got a bunch, Derrick Henry. We got a bunch of guys in the NFL. We have Nick Saban, the king of college football. And you're known for the guy that with the 5-foot Subway sandwiches that was sitting there touching boys. Why don't you shut up? You got major problems. Okay, it's one game. Calm down. All right, everybody calm down. So we got the hell out of there. We started our day at 8 in the morning. We ended up driving, getting in the house probably at 6:45 p.m. And it was not a good day. Good experience that day.
Nothing else I could say about that. This comment made me laugh right here from B. Hannon. You guys didn't go to the Rose Parade. Have you watched the show, B. Hannon? Do you think Dave and I are parade guys?
Yeah, we were there, dude. B. Hannon. I was front row. Josh was sitting on my shoulders. What the hell are you talking about?
Good Lord, you're better.
I will say that is my favorite bowl game.
It is
the Rose Bowl,
especially on TV. It looks great on TV too, right?
Look. I know the stadium needs to be updated, and I mean, you guys can speak to that, but TV wise, it looks gorgeous. It's my favorite one to watch.
I couldn't agree more. I'll say this: that was the last one I'll ever go to. I don't care if it's Josh is playing quarterback. I'm not going into that stadium again. Getting in and out is the biggest goddamn nightmare ever. It is so strange, Mario, being there because it's a beautiful setting. The stadium, if you walked into it, I said, Mario, how many people are in the stadium? You would have said 50 to 60,000. Dude, it's almost 100,000. Like 92,000 people fit into this thing, but it doesn't look that big. It doesn't look that big of a stadium. Am I right, Josh?
No, not at all.
Did you ever play there, Josh?
It's one bowl. It's just one bowl. There's no like decks or anything.
Yeah.
What was that, Mario?
Did you play there? In the bowl, Rose Bowl?
No, we played in the Chick-fil-A Bowl in Atlanta, and then we played in the national championship game in Tampa Bay. And then we,
Gotcha.
whatever the one is in Arizona, the Clemson one was like the PlayStation Bowl or something like that. Yeah. We got God, all these Alabama comments. You guys are jerks. AK 199. This is for Mario. He says Pilar is a Lad fan. She texts me Bolts in the title game.
Oh,
So she thinks the Bolts are going on as well.
Nice.
let's go, Pillar.
Pilar. Mike G, $5. What do you guys think of Mendoza? Seems like a Bible thumping Tebow type. Wonder how he'll be in Sin City. Dave, what do you think?
All right, dude, I don't care what these guys do. Look, as far as the religion thing goes, whatever you need to rely on works for you. I have no issue at all with anyone who's religious. I do find it interesting for me, just because I guess I'm a jerk, is when you have someone that the first thing they do when you get interviewed and you want to thank your Lord and Savior. Ty Simpson did the same thing the whole year for Alabama. I mean, when you go to Ty Simpson, did Ty Simpson go, I guess Jesus doesn't love me anymore? Of course he's not going to say that. He's not going to say that. Mendoza took that route. Ty Simpson took that route. Again, whatever gets you through. The only guy that took that route was Steven Johnson route for the Buffalo Bills, which is the greatest on-field interview in the history of sports. Mario, do you remember this?
Remind me.
Bill played for the Chargers. Dude, he got interviewed and he blamed God and Jesus. I've been a follower my whole life. Where were you today? You let me down. These hands need to catch that ball. Did he completely blame the whole game on God at the end of the game? It was insane, dude, on TV. It was like, oh, man, if anyone's about to be struck by lightning, it's going to be Steven Johnson or Stevie Johnson. It was insane, right?
Yeah. I remember we were next to each other. I was like a kid. I was like, did you just blame God for dropping the ball? Insane.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he did. B Hannon $2 says the committee got it right. The U. Dude, totally. I mean, Notre Dame fans probably are still talking about Alabama, but they can't say anything about Miami.
Oh, hold on. Look, anyone who's a Notre Dame fan in here, I'll tell you right now, it was another bad weekend for Notre Dame. Forget the fact Alabama didn't win. Guess who won? Indiana won. You guys aren't even the best team in your state. Like, why don't you stop talking? Miami's sitting there rolling, and Indiana's the best team in the state now. When's that? When's that version of Rudy coming out?
Don't be surprised when some of that ND money too goes a little bit bye-bye and goes towards IU, by the way. There's some donors at Notre Dame that did not go there, but they did go to Indiana, and they love the Notre Dame football. But guess what? They don't love anymore.
Yeah.
The Irish. And they'll donate back to the Hoosiers.
A dad told me the same thing yesterday. Said, I'm a Notre Dame fan, but all my kids went to Indiana. Guess what? You're right.
Yeah. It's going to happen, man. And it's like, honestly, being like completely serious, Notre Dame's got to be really cautious about this. And that's why they're going to make the schedule softer and softer, because they've never in their lives have ever had to compete for talent or money or fans in the state of Indiana. And now they really have to. And by the way, just being completely honest, of someone that's been to IU, that's been to Notre Dame a lot of times in their life, you go to those two different schools, you go to those two different games, and then you tell me which one's a better time. I'm going to tell you right now, it rhymes with Boozers. Okay? It's a lot more fun over there.
What's the deal with everyone wearing the Indiana warm-up basketball pants, by the way?
That's always been a thing. That's always been a thing. I have no idea why. It used to be, it was like an honor. Like if you were in the students, it was like a big honor to like have them, like back in the day. And then now they just sell them everywhere. And like if you're going to IU, you're like supposed to get a pair. And then tailgates, I think some fraternities like make their freshmen wear the candy stripes. I always thought it was kind of and then like a lot of Indiana high school basketball teams like copied it, and I always thought that was kind of cringy. But yeah, it's always everywhere.
Yeah, it was everywhere yesterday.
B Hannon $5 says thoughts on what Oregon did on the last touchdown. I thought they showed no class. 17 seconds left. It's funny, dude. You could ask this question 100 people. 50% of the people would say keep scoring, and the other 50% would tell you they have no class. So I'm curious to where you guys land on this one, Mario.
It's a playoff. You made it to the playoffs. It's do or die. Pound them into the dirt. If you don't want that to happen, don't let them score. How about this? Have your offense not embarrass themselves, eh? Your defense looked incredible. Your defense did everything they could. And your offense looked like it was a JV team. So, like, maybe fix that and play better, and then it doesn't happen. Also, Dan Lanning, you didn't think Dan Lanning was going to do that? Look at the guy. It looks like he's fiending on the sidelines.
Dude, it is. I kind of agree with almost everything you just said right there. You know, you played to the end of the game. As a fan, you always want them to play to the end of the game. I don't know. I mean, the funny thing is these coaches have to shake hands at the end. It's not like baseball. You just turn and walk up the tunnel. I mean, you go on the field and you're shaking hands with the other guy. All the coaches left, by the way, just to give a little bit of good news if you're an Alabama fan. Every coach remaining was in the Alabama coaching tree. Every one. Kind of crazy.
Wait, what do you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
They all coach with Saban at Alabama.
Oh,
every coach remaining coach with Saban at Alabama.
Even Cignetti did?
Yeah, Cignetti they went undefeated when he was there. He was great.
Oh, I actually did not know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. 2 years.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the situation for me. I was upset. I talked about on the show a couple weeks ago. We were playing the Chiefs and they were in field goal range, and then they just took the turnover on downs. I said, why not? Why not kick the 3 points? Why would you make your offense look worse when they deserve the 3 points? So it depends on the situation. If you're up by like 40 and it's a regular season game, maybe not, but in the playoffs or teams you hate like the Chiefs, score. That's kind of the way I feel. And like Mario said, keep them out of the end zone if you don't like it.
I could also see Oregon too, where you know how Texas Tech kind of this past year they came out of nowhere, like they came in with like all this oil money and it was they struck rich in the transfer portal. Yeah. I could see maybe Oregon just sending a type of message saying like, "Hey, you're not there yet." You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter all the money you have, you're not here with the big fellas yet. And I'm fine with sending that message. It's just college football. They've been doing that for as long as it's been going.
Yep. All right, that's all the comments we have.
There you go. There you go. All right, you ready to pick some games?
Let's do it.
All right, let's pick the games. Let me find out where we are here. Sorry. Last week, Josh, you were the top guy. You were 11-5 last week. You're now 125, 131. Mario, you were second. You were even. You were 8-8. You're 111, 145. I was 6-10, but overall 134, 122. All right, 2 games on Saturday. We'll start off with a game that decides which team goes to the postseason. You have the Buccaneers hosting the Panthers. Buccaneers are favored by 3.
Buccaneers.
I was gonna go. I gotta catch up. I'm gonna go Panthers then, +3.
Okay. I never pick the Panther game right. I swear to God. But I'm gonna go Buccaneers, Mario, so that should help you. Next game up, you have the Seattle Seahawks on the road, favored by 1.5. This line has stayed the same the entire week. I do think Seattle's better. I'm not sold on this 49er defense, and I'm going to go Seattle to win, cover.
Me too.
Yeah, maybe this is a sucker bet. I love this spread more than anything. I love the Seahawks in this game. Niners, that defense is not very good. I think that offense is fine, but they did a lot of damage against a Bears defense that if, they can't pressure the QB, they can't cause turnovers, you're going to have a day. So I think Seattle kind of puts it on them.
All right, next up, Texans favored by 10 over the Colts. Texans are at home.
Texans.
Texans. Ryan Leonard maybe will have 100 passing yards, and that's generous.
All right, all 3 of us going Texans. Cowboys on the road, favored by 3.5. They are, again, at the Giants.
Giants.
I like Cowboys. I think Schottenheimer goes, we're going to go out the bang. We're going to dominate the Giants in New York. And Giants are going, we're waving the white flag.
I'm gonna go switch mine up. I'm going Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys also. I don't know why, but gonna go Cowboys. Next up, Bengals at home, favored by 7 over the Browns. I'm gonna take the Browns on the road.
Same.
I mean, we're really simpatico right now. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm gonna go Bengals. Screw you know.
Screw you guys. No one attacked you. All right. Falcons favored by 3.5 at home. Falcons hosting the Saints.
Falcons.
Saints.
Is Bijan Robinson the best non-quarterback in the NFL?
Myles Garrett.
Maybe, yeah. Freaks. I mean, Bijan Robinson to me looks different than every other player in the league right now. It
Yeah.
looks like he's
Gibbs
playing
is
against kids out there.
outstanding, but you're right. He is. He's crazy good. Crazy.
I love
good.
the Saints in this one. Hit it to me.
All right, I'm gonna go Falcons, Mario. Vikings favored by 9.5. They're hosting the Packers. I'll go Packers on the
I'm
road.
gonna go Packers too.
Did you guys see the Justin Jefferson comments after the he had today?
What do you say?
So they asked if JJ McCarthy should be the QB1 next year, and as I'm paraphrasing, but basically it was like, yeah, it'd be cool if he was, but we got a lot of stuff to work on.
Good.
He's
like
right.
Not really. Yeah, he's right. Was just very honest with it, in the most polite way.
Good for him.
Oh, I'll take Vikes.
You're taking the Vikes. All right. Next up, you have the Jaguars favored by 13.5. They're hosting the Titans. Titans kept it close last week against the Saints and then blew it. I'm going to go Jags. I don't think Liam Cohen's going to want to give up momentum. I'm going to go Jags.
Me too.
I feel like this is a quick, like 24-0 half.
Yeah.
Like they just go up big at half, and then after that, they just run the clock out.
Okay. You going Jags then too?
Yep.
All right. Rams favored by 8.5, hosting the Cardinals. Rams got to get it right before the postseason starts. They're crazy, like very questionable what's going on. You kind of wonder, is it all because Devontae Adams isn't playing? What's happening?
Maybe. Their defense kind of sucks too. I'm gonna go Cardinals to cover.
Okay.
Give me. Oh, well, Rams will know. They'll know by then. Cardinals. That's disgusting. Don't bet on this game, folks.
You going Cardinals?
I'll go Cardinals.
Okay, I'm going Rams. Chiefs favored by 5.5, taking on the Raiders. Raiders are the home team. Dude, I thought the Raiders were going to beat the Giants, by the way, last week. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders because Raiders, I hope, win this game. So I'm just rooting for the Raiders.
Okay.
It's in Kansas City.
No, it's in Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm taking Kansas City.
Okay. All right, I'm taking KC as well. Patriots favored by 11.5. They're at home against the Dolphins.
Patriots.
Me too.
Pats, yeah.
Okay. Eagles favored by 4.5, hosting the Commanders.
Eagles.
Yeah, I'll just go Eagles for this.
All right, all three of us going Eagles. Bears favored by 3, taking on the Lions. I'm going Bears. The Lions. What the hell?
I'm gonna go Bears as well. Lions right there with the Ravens is the most disappointing team in the league.
Call me crazy. I'm going Lions.
Really?
Bears cannot rush the QB. If you give Jared Goff time to throw, he can pick you apart. And that's what I'm really worried about here. I think the Bears, I've said this last week, but I think Bears should rest all starters. Why care about this game? But Ben Johnson wants revenge, so they're going to play.
The Lions looked like they quit on the season last week. Like, what happened there? It's kind of like you didn't expect that from their coach and their players.
No, not at all. And what do they do this year? Like, do you go all in, find an OC? Do you flip your DC? What do you do?
Josh and I talked about this this week. We were talking off the show, obviously, and we were saying even the Lions fans probably knew Ben Johnson probably would have been the best guy, but you couldn't go fire your coach to say, hey, you're fired and we're just going to promote Ben Johnson. You kind of knew you were going to be screwed as soon as Ben Johnson left, right?
Joe Brady. That's the guy I think the Lions want. It makes the most sense. He'd be good for them.
Yeah.
All right, Bills favored by 7.5, hosting the Jets. Am I wrong on this? Is this the Bills' last game ever at this stadium?
Yeah. Right?
All right. Definitely going Bills then.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the Jets have quit on this year.
Yeah, the Jets have quit since 1968. All right, Ravens favored by 3.5. This is the Sunday night game. They're hosting the Steelers.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
I'm going to go Steelers as well.
All three of us have the Steelers. Now, let me ask you, to win, who wins that game?
Steelers.
I'm going to go Ravens win the game.
I really don't know who's going to win this game, to be honest with you. I guess Steelers.
All right, last game. This is the one we care about. It's the Broncos favored by 12.5, hosting the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos. They have something to play for. We really don't. I'm gonna go 31-10. 31-10, excuse me, Denver.
27-10 Denver.
God dang it! All right, I'm gonna be the guy. AK and I'm going Chargers. Chargers hopefully don't lose by more than 12.5. We're gonna be back doing the post game when this game's over. I just don't want to do a show where we get our asses kicked. I mean, what are we doing here in 2026? Josh and I can't take much more of this. It was a bad day yesterday. We're gonna follow it up with another bad day on Sunday. Come on. Damn, I really.
By the way, we have a line already for Pats Chargers if it's in the playoffs.
What is it? Hold on. Yes, I do.
3.
I go Pats 5.5.
Pats 3.
Josh is right. It's Pats 3.
Okay, good. I'll take that.
Pretty interesting. I wonder how that moves. Over under is 45.5.
Yeah.
Probably bet that under.
Look at that. There's a
Bulls
line
we shall
already
see.
there. Love it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought just because we don't seem to get any respect, meaning Chargers, I thought for sure the line would be higher. I thought it would go as high as 5.5. And again, I'll take the Chargers, man. I'm not looking to win bets. I'm looking to win games when it comes to this team. I think this team can win. You know, where it goes.
Did you do your rant already, or do you want to do a rant?
I'll do a quick rant right here. It's a real simple one. It's bothered me almost my entire life. Never understood the way people use the word X when it's in someone's name. It drives me crazy. I think you guys are idiots. And it goes for about 99% of you that listen to the show and walk the planet with me. If you guys see the name Xavier, all of you guys say X Xavier every time. Mario, or how do you say it? How do you say the college in Indiana?
The college in Indiana.
In Ohio. Sorry. How do you say it? Do you say Xavier? Or do you say
Cincinnati versus Xavier. I'll say Xavier.
Yep, everybody does. That's
Yeah.
not the way letters work. Josh over here in the corner, all right, no one calls him J Josh. Do you understand? You don't say the letter and then say that the way you're supposed to pronounce it, stupid.
Okay, how do you pronounce an X then?
As a Z. As a Z.
Oh, it's Xavier.
Xavier. But anyone who knows anyone that I see it all the time, my entire life. I'm like, what the F? It drives me out of my mind. You see it all the time. But everyone does it. Everyone says X Xavier all the time.
Wow, you are right.
I am right. No one calls you M Mario, right? Does anyone go, hey, M Mario? You go, what are you doing? Why do we only do it with that name? I don't get it, because everybody gets nervous. They see X and they start to panic. What the hell's wrong with you guys? You guys know how it works? Where do you guys get educated at? And keep doing it. All I know is I walk the planet with people that are dumber than me, and it gets me through my day. If I literally walk the planet going, every guy I know is the smartest guy I know, I'd be a little bit nervous. But the fact that you guys don't even know the alphabet, only 26 letters, and you guys don't know how to use the letters, fine. But it drives me out of my mind. Damn.
Do you have any other English things that bother you, grammar-wise?
Nah, I'll just leave it at that right now. Just got fired up.
Oh, I got not fired up, but I was introduced, guys, into like a whole different world on New Year's Eve, and I was fascinated by it. Like a whole different structure of rules and an establishment that I wasn't made aware of.
Is this
Are you doing mushrooms again?
Okay. First off, take it easy. Pipe down over there. All right. I don't need anything more out of you. I was going to my cousin was performing at a club in Chicago for New Year's Eve, and they're like, I wasn't really understanding what was going on. He was like, when I'm performing, you're gonna be up there with me. I took that as I will be like up in front and like just kind of bopping around, like I usually do because I can't sit still. And then when we got there, he's like, no, you're going to actually be like right behind me, like on stage. And I was like, oh, okay, that's just, completely different than I thought, which was fine. But when we got up there, like on the stage, one of his friends that we were with, they were like, you stand right here and you hold ground. People are going to try to cut you. People are going to try to like take your spot. You hold ground. This is how you do this. And I was just like, I didn't know this was a system. Like I was getting really confused. And then they're like, yeah, you stand right here, you stand right here, and then there's going to be photos taken here. There's going to be a video guy here. There's going to be like a trumpet player. And like next thing you know, I'm pretty banged up and I'm looking around going, I think I'm part of a production and I wasn't really prepared for this. So there's like photos and like, again, I'm on stage and I've had a couple and like, I don't really know what to do with my hands. Like I didn't really know. And like my cousin was performing and then he'd like turn around and talk to me. And I'm like, like, I didn't know what to, like, oh, you're the man. Like, keep going, Mitch. Like, I didn't know what to do. And so there's like pictures taken of me where I just keep going like this because I didn't really know what to do. And then my friends were next to me and they're like, you don't let any girl through because there's going to be girls that are going to somehow get on stage and you can't let them through. And I was like, okay. And at one point, one of the guys came up to me and goes, we need more pretty girls around. And I go, okay. Like, that's what they said. And I was like, okay, then you can take my spot. And his friend like yells at me. He goes, no, that is your spot, your family. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to do here. He's telling me that, like, I didn't know what was going on. And then I felt like I was just getting tricked the whole time. And people trying to get me to move, and I wasn't supposed to move. It's causing like a little bit of anxiety. And then plus, there's just a lot of dumb photos of me, just like behind stage, just like smiling ear to ear.
Gotta see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you share them on the screen right now?
Yeah, let's share the screen.
Oh, I can probably share one of them. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see if I can find it.
Like it.
It was, I mean, all right. Well, here's one that I'm in. I gotta make sure that my messages don't get shown. So here's one where I'm in, and it just looks weird. I should say. How can I? Okay. So there's one of them where you see me, and then that's not my hand. That is not my hand. Like, it's a tough angle. His name was Jason. He was a really good DJ. He's DJ with my cousin. But like not a good look.
That guy's a DJ?
He's a DJ. It's a really good one. They're called Sons Music. Look them up on Instagram. They're very, very good.
Looks like he's throwing ass.
That's what I said. I go, that's a tough. My cousin sent me this. I go, this is a tough look for Jason. So that was one of them. And I'll see if I'll get the other. This face that I'm making in this one, this was the face I was making the whole entire night. I was just doing that the whole time. Both fists up, just kind of like smiling a little bit. And that's my friend. He definitely doesn't want this on the show, but that's my other friend, Jake. He had a tough night, if I had to be honest with you. He had a little bit of a rough go. Let's just say his New Year's kiss went a little too long. And, a little too much mac and cheese, if you know what I'm saying.
That's a good picture. It's not bad.
Okay. All right. That's good. It was
All
very...
right. You brought up an interesting point. If you take a group picture before anybody posts it, I think everyone in the picture deserves the right of first refusal. I think it's a BS move to sit there and post a picture without getting approval from everyone else in the picture. You agree?
I mean, then I would have a strong case that whole night because I tried to do, so when it first came around, I went for funny. And I did something that was like really funny where I was acting like I was doing like a gesture, like a sexual gesture. And quickly they go, hey, that's not allowed. Like, that's not going to be seen as very funny. And I was like, all right, no one has a sense of humor anymore.
Who was the one that called you out? Who called you out?
Well, like one of the, was it? Oh, it was my cousin said that. He was like, hey, he goes, by the way, like where that would go, I don't think you want that out there. And I was like, I mean, there's like, there's me in cornrows on the internet.
Permanent
like,
record. What the hell that's supposed to mean?
I don't know. I was like, dude, if it's gonna like if it hurts your thing, like I don't want to hurt your thing,
Yeah. Do you remember when you're in school, you have a teacher say, you do this wrong, it's gonna go on your permanent record. You're like, where's that? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, where is that?
Teachers used to
love to know where that went.
Yeah, okay. Just dumb. Teacher threats are the best.
All right. Next show is after the game next week. Should we do award predictions? Is that cool?
Oh, I'm all for it.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Yeah.
There's also a guest that I was thinking we should get on as well. Someone wrote in the side here, just wanted because they asked, Dave, did you win your Rams bet? No, I didn't win my goddamn Rams bet. I lost $100. I lost and I did like 5 bets on the side. I won one of them. I said there'd be more than 5 touchdowns scored in the game, and there were 7. But yeah, it was garbage. And I've been thinking about it for a number of days. Not like I'm not eating this week because of the bet. That's not how it goes. I just going, the Rams were they're playing for a playoff position. One, they also got the Falcons' first-round draft pick next year. You thought that'd be something. McVay won Georgia State Player of the Year as a high school player back there. Remember when he beat Calvin Johnson, which is the most ridiculous thing going? And then Matt Stafford played at Georgia. I'm like, there's so many things why they're about to have a good game. Not the case. Lost my shirt. Yes.
Damn.
Very disappointed.
And Bama lost.
Oh.
Damn.
That's fine. It's fine, Mario.
Sorry, you guys got the right guy as head coach.
By the way, he was an Indiana guy. DeBoer was an Indiana guy. Do you remember that?
No. No.
Yeah, we had Signetti. You had DeBoer as assistants. We have DeBoer. We'll be fine. He was in the national championship game 2 years ago.
I think DeBoer's actually a good coach. I think he just gets ragged on too much.
He'll be all right.
He can't be the guy after the guy.
Well, he is the guy after the guy. He doesn't have a choice now. All right, we don't have a choice. All right, we're gonna be fine. All right, we're back again after the game on Sunday against the Broncos. I know you guys are going to watch. You guys sit there and complain and stomp your feet all you want. Guess what? Harbaugh doesn't care. We're going to be there again talking about the game, hopefully getting ready for the postseason. Off there, we'll discuss a possible guest coming on Tuesday as well. I have someone in mind. I'm sure you guys have someone else in mind than I have. But we'll discuss it as well, try and get some inside information on what's going on this Charger team heading into the playoffs. But again, thanks for joining us. If you have a comment, you can leave it on YouTube. We will answer those. Please like and subscribe to the shows. We only take real subscribers. Yeah, that was a dig. I don't know what the hell's going on with these other shows. Guess what? We found out they're bots. We know. All right. So we only take the real subscribers. You guys are the real ones, and that's what we want. The interaction's been awesome. Guess what? We appreciate that as well. Other people can't say the same. For Mario Heron, Josh Pele, I'm Dave Pele. We'll see you on Sunday right after the Charger Bronco game.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the boat crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the boat crew, best up in the business. It's the boat crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbo down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.